Welcome everybody back to another edition of Recovery and Addiction Talk. I will be your host today. I am Mr. Show Out TV. And we got a very special guest in the studio today, everybody. You will love this show. So everybody sit back, unwind, get your popcorn ready. We got a special guest coming soon.
Welcome to Mr. Show Out TV Recovery and Addiction YouTube channel where we hope to inspire those battling addiction. Please subscribe and like the channel. Make sure you click the notification bell to get notified whenever we broadcast. Thank you and enjoy the show. To support the channel, you can send donations to Cash App $Mr. Show Out TV. So please don't wait, subscribe now. Together we can help and give inspiration to millions of people.
Thank you all. Welcome back. Like I said, this is Mr. Show Out TV, and I will be your host today. We got a very special lady in the building today. She is an advocate for recovery and addiction. She's also the creator of The Sober is the New Cool. It is very, very fortunate, and I'm so very, very happy to have Miss Kim Bellis to the show today to share her intake and give her insight about addiction, everybody. And if you want to follow her, she's on Twitter, Sober is the New Cool. She's on Facebook, Sober is the New Cool. Instagram, Sober is the New Cool. She got a very, very big platform, everybody. So everybody right now, let's give a wow applause for Miss Kim Bellis today. Thank you again, Miss Kim. Thank you for sharing, for getting on my platform today, so we can try to motivate and encourage people. Like I was telling you, I'm a year sober myself, and this is like my platform where we can have guests on the show, and we try to give insight, we try to inspire, and we try to give hope to those in addiction that recovery is possible. There's some of us out here that is still trying to help themselves. And so that's what I try to bring to the table, everybody. So if you're just tuning in right now, this is your time for you to hit that like button. Go and hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet to Mr. Show Out TV Recovery and Addiction Talk, this is the time you can go and subscribe. So with all that being said, welcome, Miss Kim Bellis.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for having me on your show.
Thank you for being here. I would like to start off. Was it difficult in the beginning for you? I know you started your Sober is the New Cool inspired by your son. Can you give us insight about yourself and the Sober is Cool and how it all started?
Okay, so basically in 2013, my son was 13 years old, big, huge football player, loved life, was having gas, and from one day to the next started having seizures. The seizures were not related to drugs or alcohol. It just was that he became epileptic overnight. But with that said, he would never be able to have alcohol. After we got his medicine kind of sorted out, I said, you got to get back into the world. You got to go see your friends. So he'd go hang out with them, call me and say, come get me. And I said, what's going on? And he said, I don't fit in. Everybody drinks. Everybody does drugs. I can't do it. And at the beginning, he did try a few times to drink with his medication. And what happened? We ended up back in an ambulance on the way to the hospital because, if you're taking medicine and you drink or you do drugs, it's not going to work. And right. It's a disaster. Right. So one day I just said to him, you know what, Matthew, I'm going to stop drinking for 3 months. Don't ask me why. I just decided I was going to do that to support him and show him that you did not need alcohol to have fun. 3 months came and went, and he said, see, now you could be like everybody else and have fun. And I said, oh, no. I'm going to do another 3 months. And then I realized I was feeling better. I finally realized how much I had been drinking. And then also I realized people everywhere I went was like, oh, you don't have a problem. Come here, just have a drink with me. No, I won't tell anybody, right? So I thought, if people are socially making me uncomfortable and doing this whole thing with you got to drink to have fun, how's my son going to get through life? So with that said, it'll be 10 years in January that I stopped drinking, never had another drink. And you know what? Honestly, I feel so much better. Sober's the New Cool was born just for him to have something to hold on to and kind of hang out with his friends and say, you know, his friends would come with the backpack and the booze in the backpack. And he'd say, no, you can't do that here because my mom stopped drinking for me. Mm-hmm. And I guess, you know, at the beginning, I used him as a crutch and he used me. And you know what? Sober's the New Cool. When we started our first Facebook page, I never expected any of this to happen. My sister made the logo, and it just all of a sudden exploded. I was getting text messages from people from all over the world saying, one, they loved that I could say sober and cool in the same sentence. And because everybody said, you can't do that. You can't say sober and cool together. And you know what? Yeah, we can, right? Because sober is cool, right? And so here we are, and we're helping people all over the world.
That is awesome. That is awesome story. That is awesome story. And what's the addiction, everybody? It takes us courage. A lot of people be strong. Actually want to step in their lane. Because, like I was telling Jamie Tall, I think you found her, it's not a lot of people that's actually in this field and trying to inspire people and try to give people hope as what we do. You know, it's a lot of people out there that shy away from sharing their stories and their testimonies. So that's really what I love to do. I try to bring a lot of energy to the scenes. And like I said, it was very important for me to share my journey because I knew at that time there was a lot of people that were still battling. So for me to start uploading my stories and everything, it started to click. It's like, oh, you know what? This can really help somebody out. So
that's right.
Yes, it's not about the residuals or anything about that. It's about just sharing the message and
that's
sharing.
Right.
Yeah, maybe someone can help.
And nobody feels embarrassed or shy or has to explain. If they want to live recovery out loud, that's fantastic. Mm-hmm. But if they, you know, make a mistake or they, you know, hit a bump in the road, you got to be there to pick them up and make them feel good. You know, you got to show them that there's another way. And if they, you know, and there is hope for everybody, and everybody deserves to be happy.
That is so true because it's just not a lot of outlets, especially on YouTube. As I speak, it's not a lot of YouTube channels that's really out there to try to give positive, you know, share positivity. And you know, these channels that we do will pretty much not get the big time ratings that they should because we speak in positivity. You know, negativity sells.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's just the thing we play in. Was it difficult in the beginning? You know, when you was going through the motions with your son, and then you fell into it yourself. Was it kind of a little difficult?
Oh my God, yes. The first year, I didn't go to many restaurants. I didn't go to parties unless I really had to, because it was hard. It was hard to say, okay, you know, I'm not going to drink today, and you know, but I did it day by day. And I guess for me, I never really thought it was going to be forever. So one day just turned into another day. And I think that's the best way to do it. Just really be in the moment and live every single day the best you can, helping others and helping yourself to achieve, you know, a great life.
That is so awesome. That is so awesome. And at this moment, you know, when we're going through a lot of things in life, is there, you know, was there any backlash and people that trying to tell you to stop. Because I know with me, when I first started doing the YouTube, I had certain family members like, okay, we love what you're doing. Can you start with the YouTube? I didn't understand that because, this is like my life. This was keeps me, on the straight and narrow. I love to share my journey. I love to talk to other people that been through this. And I didn't quite understand it. Did you have any situations like that when you started?
Yes, because I think that everybody wants to kind of not really face the truth, and the truth is scary sometimes. And then, they're kind of like, they make it look ugly. It's not ugly. Alcoholism and drug addiction is a disease. It's quite simple. It is a disease. And, if you had to go to a heart doctor, if you had diabetes, you'd talk about it. And nobody would make you feel shy about it. But for some reason, and that's why I continued along with this, because I didn't want anyone to feel shame or to be embarrassed or feel that they owed anybody an explanation, period, right?
Yeah.
So, and like if you were gluten intolerant or if you were allergic to peanuts, nobody would give you a peanut. It's got to be the same thing. And, if I don't want to drink, that's my slice of heaven. I'm not hating on somebody who drinks if they can enjoy a drink and be okay. So that's good for them. That's their slice of heaven. This is mine. So it should be reciprocal. That's it, right?
You're totally right. Because like I say right now, I don't like you. You're exactly right. Because I don't hate on anybody that drinks. That's not what's clicking with me right now. You can have your beers but I know that when it get to a certain point, okay, now it's time for me to leave.
That's right. That's right.
And it's still, it's still about people, places, and things. You gotta understand that when we're in our addiction, everybody, that is very important that the people and the places and the things that you're around can sometimes trigger you if you're not, mentally focused. And that's what we're trying to do, everybody. Like I said, we got Miss Kim Dallas in the building, everybody. She's dropping real jewels for everybody.
And the other thing is, I'll be sober 10 years.
Woo.
And I still get triggers here and there.
Right.
Like after COVID, the first time I went out for a girls' lunch, and I hadn't been to that place in probably 4 or 5 years. That trigger came back, those memories of when I used to sit at the bar drinking champagne, and wine. And all of a sudden it was like, wow, so you have to, it happened this summer, somebody serving my favorite drink. And I was like, I don't know why, just that day, that minute, I had to turn around and regroup. And I couldn't stay very long that day. There was something that was in me that was not quite as strong as maybe other days. And that's okay too. And, for some people just don't want to drink, right? They just don't want to. So let's just let it be.
Yeah, you're totally right. Because it's always, the first step is, when you battling or you think that you have a problem, the first step is admitting. That's what I had to do, Miss Kim. I had to look myself in the mirror, right? It was either the alcohol or my wife and my kids. It seemed like I played around for so long, and now it was time for me to make the best decision I probably could have made. And I chose to be happy instead of doing the play. You know what I mean? As a man, there comes a time you put away boys tendencies and you become a man.
Yeah.
So that's when I had to decide for myself, it was just time out for it. And I called a facility around where I stay at, and I did an intake of 40 days. And when I got out, I hit the ground running this thing. It was like one of the best things I could ever have done. So,
Sober dads rock. Sober dads rock.
Thank
And think about it. People ask me all the time, if you're at a wedding, if you're here, if you're there, how do you do it? And I say, you know what? Never going to miss another memory. You as a father will never miss a memory of your child's life. Can't be better than that. Can't be better than that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And
And
also,
I'm proud. And I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Good for you.
thank you so much. And how is the business? I mean, I see sober is the new cool everywhere. How did that just take off like that?
Well, I guess what happened was this is like a shield of armor for people. They're proud. They've accomplished something every day that they fight their addiction and they make it through another day. They're proud. And, a lot of people now want to recover out loud and say, I'm sober and I'm good. And there's mocktails, there's this, there's that. And so basically my merchandise, the t-shirts and the hoodies, once it's paid for, all the rest of the proceeds go towards mental health and addiction. This is not a money-making machine,
That's
trust
awesome.
me.
That's awesome.
It's just not. But you know what? Last year, I got to tell you, I had a grandmother. Well, I didn't know she was a grandmother. A lady placed an order right before Christmas saying, she wanted a t-shirt. Could I get a special delivery before Christmas? I said, yes, sure. And I always ask people, do you want me to post your picture? Do you not? Some people want, some people don't. So this grandmother said first, yes, I do. Then all of a sudden, a few days before Christmas, she received her t-shirt. She said, I got my t-shirt, thank you, but I've changed my mind. I really don't want you to post my picture. I said, no problem. So Christmas Eve, don't ask me why, I had my phone. I looked at it and I got a message from this woman. And she got her t-shirt on. She says, my grandchildren, and then I could see she was a grandmother. She said, I'll be 2 years sober next month. She stopped at 80 years old drinking. And she said, my grandchildren want me to wear my Sober's the New Cool t-shirt for Christmas because they got their grandmother back. And you know what? You can't make that up. To this day, I cry. So you're never too young and you're never too old to find happiness.
You're right. You're totally right because it's never too late. It was one little thing too. As I'm actually in college right now. I'm trying to get my master's and to be a drug and alcohol counselor because thank you. I know this personally. I know what it does. I know how it can cheer up families, how it can live people's life. But I also want to get educated on the back end as well. And
good for you.
Yeah, it's never too late to try to inspire people. Because one thing about it, Miss Kim, I know that I'm uploading my videos, but I never thought that I was actually reaching. And that wasn't my. I had a guest on last week, and she was like, "You probably don't see what you're doing."
Oh, exactly.
She said,
"That's what I was going to say."
She said, "But we see what you're doing," and it touched me so much, Kim, that it finally hit me. It was like, you know what? I'm inspiring some people without even knowing it. So that is one thing. That's why I love to have people on, like yourself and Jamie and everybody else we have on this show because we are giving a channel, a YouTube channel. We giving a platform for the voiceless, so for the ones that can't speak for themselves.
That's
I
right.
want to have them on here and we can share our stories and we can share our testimony. That's really
it. And look at you. You're in school. You're not drinking. You're a super father. You're a super husband. So how can any of that not be inspirational for any young man to see? And for any young women looking at me saying, okay, she reinvented herself at 51 years old. So who knew, right? And who cares how old you are? Just do it. If that's what you need, just do it. It doesn't matter. And we're here to help you, right?
Yes, ma'am. We always here. Like I say, you have a new friend in me, and hopefully I'm a new friend for you. So anytime,
yes, you are. Yes,
anytime you got anything that you want to come to the show and share with the viewers, please let us know.
Absolutely.
Also, were you a little scared in your addiction when you figured out that it went from your son to you? Was you a little nervous about the transition that now it's your turn to get some help? Was you nervous?
Well, I guess for me, I was lucky, kind of, because I was so focused on my son getting better that I didn't have time to worry about what was happening to me. You know, him being sick was so much bigger than me not drinking, right? Because he had to come first.
Right.
He needed me. And, you know, the first few years were very touchy, you know, and then all of a sudden we had 3 good years of no seizures. And then all of a sudden they started again. And now we'll be 5 years seizure free in January. And I have to say, just before the second bout where he started to get really well, that's when I found it hard, because all of a sudden I didn't have to watch him like a hawk every 30 seconds. You know, I wasn't like, I decided after 6 or 7 years that we would go away for a month and a half and he would come on the weekends. It was only an hour from where I lived, but for me, it felt like it was all the way to China, leaving him be. And, you know, that I had no control. And that was when it all came, you know, and I had to face. And then I realized, wow, I'm exercising, I'm meditating. I'm not the greatest at meditation. I can't do it too long, but I still do it every day. And I'm a work in progress. So, you know, I just know that for me, I can't have another drink. And most people say, you never had a problem. I don't know how bad my problem is, but I know I drank too much. And I don't want to go back there. I don't want to lose what I found. So for me, there is no question. It's just not worth it.
You're totally right, because at this moment, you know, I might have friends and other people that ask me at school, man, do you miss it? No, I did not. I mean, it doesn't even be on my mind, because I'm so focused and I'm determined now to not, like you said, I do not want to go back down that road. Because I know what that road leads to. It leads to nothing. You're not happy. It's not a road anyone want to go down. So right now, everybody, if you are out there, if you are battling, please, 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 do not beat yourself up. Please seek that help from me.
Yeah. And remember this. If you're drinking, you're not going to see everything. You're going to miss moments. Life is precious. We all know that right now. You know, people get sick. And unfortunately, you know what? Life is a gift. So you know what? Don't miss one memory. Don't forget the evening that you had with your family or your friends or wherever you were. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. And you deserve. That's the most important thing. You deserve a good life. Everybody does.
Totally right. But you know, there was situations where, like I said, I always keep a good job and I was working, but on the inside I wasn't happy, Miss Kim.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I wasn't happy. The outside might look happy, but I wasn't happy. When I finally made that decision, it was time. So.
And even me, I was 51. So figure, like, you know, my kids were like 13 and 16. I was the class mom. I did, you know, the cancer fundraising events. I did everything on the outside that, you know, looked like, you know, the life, whatever. And I wasn't happy. I was living half a life, and now I'm living a life that, one, I'm proud of, and two, you know, I never thought I was good enough. I never thought I was pretty enough. I never thought I was skinny enough. I thought I should have been a doctor, a lawyer, or this. There was always like that doubt. And now, I mean, I know I'm not perfect, but God, I'm okay. I'm okay, and I'm enough with me, you know? And I'll keep working to get better, but I don't want anybody else to have to wait to 51 or 61 like I am now to say I'm good enough.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. What is your stance on, because, you know, my stance on the recovery centers and everything, you know, sometimes you might have some faith-based, or you might not have non-faith-based. We have recovery centers. The one I went to, you know, they emphasize on the 12 steps. Now, we all know that the 12 steps are essential. They're the guide, you know, they're the tools, you know, the steps that you go by. But me, you know, I kind of got to put the trust in your higher power. That comes first. You know, the trust in your higher power, and then the steps. What is your take on that?
You know what, for me now, from all the people I've met, I believe whatever works for someone works. You know what? some people like AA, some people don't like AA, some people, believe in Jesus and Jesus comes and helps them. Some people believe in meditation, some people believe in fitness.
Right.
People, and you know what? I really think it's a combination of a lot of things. That's what I think. And, if you surround yourself with love and people that are going to support you, right there, you're ahead of the game. And I think that, I was asked to be a speaker at an Alcoholic Anonymous seminar once, and I didn't do AA myself, and I have to tell you, I was so moved by the people in the room. And you know why? Because it was a community of people that were looking out for each other and loved each other. And you know what? If everybody just took 1 minute every day to look out for somebody else, I think our world would be a much better place.
Awesome. Woo, girl, you dropping them jewels today. I got this game I would love to play with you, Miss Kim.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to set that up.
Hey, we are here playing Sink or Swim.
They just went over. Okay. What keeps you motivated, Miss Kim? The first question. What keeps you motivated in your recovery?
I think now the fact that I'm helping so many others brings me the biggest joy in my life. It's a gift. Because what I give them, I get back so much more.
Awesome. Question number 2. What scares you in your recovery?
You know what? That's a great question. You know what? I've been at different events lately. And, when you're drinking those mocktails or rosés or wines that have no alcohol, somebody almost put wine in my glass. And you know what? That's when I said, okay, from now on, I'm going to be a little more careful and drink my Perrier at those events, because it came very close and that could be enough to slip somebody up. So I'm a little careful with that now.
Okay, I'm glad you shared that. Question number 3. What are your plans in the near future?
I want to be a nonprofit. I'm waiting to see if I am accepted as a nonprofit. If I'm not, I'll find another way. But that's what I'm really hoping to be.
Question number 4. If you could talk to the old Kim, what advice would you give her?
You are more than enough.
Woo. I like that one. Okay, question number 5. What made you start Sober is Good?
That was my son. My son's sickness gave me back my life.
Question number 6. Are you happy at this moment in life?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, I see that smile on your face, and it really exudes you. I can see that you are really in peace, and I love that. Okay, this is the last question. Finish this sentence. My name is Kim Bellis, and I am
enough.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You nailed it. You nailed it on the head. That is the game right there. You killed all the questions perfectly. And once again, Kim, I couldn't ask for anything else, man. Thank you so much for blessing me, the viewers, and just bringing us your insight. There's a lot of people out here, that's probably watching and probably will watch this. If you could tell any young person or anybody that's battling right now, give them some advice.
I would tell them, you are valuable. You are heard. We are here. We will help you no matter what. We are here until until we get it right. And you're worth it.
Once again, everybody, I'm your host, Show Out TV, and we got a very special guest in the building, Miss Kim Bellis, the founder, the creator of Sober is the New Cool, is dropping June. If y'all just tuned in right now, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is your time to subscribe. Sober is the New Cool is also on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. So just go search the name Sober is the New Cool. Look her up. Go purchase some of her merchandise. Let's keep the support going. That's what we're doing. We're trying to give insight. So thank you, Miss Kim. Thank you once again for blessing the show today.
And thank you for asking me to be here. What a gift.
I will be in touch with you. There you have it, everybody. There you have it. That's another great show. Another great show. I would love to tip my hat to the wonderful and the beautiful Miss Kim Bellis for dropping jewels, dropping insight. She started the Sober is the New Cool on behalf of you. That's a mother's love. And she found herself going down the hole and she wanted more. So that's what we're doing, everybody. We're trying to create a positive environment. We're trying to give inspiration. We're trying to help and give hope to those that are following. If this is your first time tuning in to Mr. Show Out TV, this is the best time. But never hit that like button right now. The like button is free. Might as well hit the subscribe button as well. That is what we're doing. We want to inspire everybody. So, check it, everybody. Miss Kim Bellis, thank you once again. And continue, everybody, continue. Just remember, if you're going through anything, if you're battling anything right now, like I said, you never be confused. This change can happen. It is possible. Seek treatment. Seek your resources. If there's a church, pastor, seek somebody that you know that's been sober for a long time. You got back history. And also, remember, your people face the thing. Keep in mind, we have to stay fearless. Fearless in this addiction and recovery. We have to want it. We have to want it. Recovery just does not fall out the sky. You have to want it. Like I said, everybody, I just would love to give mad props. Miss Kim Bellis dropping jewels today. Whew, she came through, everybody. She came through. And like I said, everybody, if you're going through anything right now, just do not give up. You can, if you would love to be a guest speaker on my show and you would love to share your journey, if you would love to share your story to my viewers, you can email me at showoutmediallc@mail.com. showmediallc@mail.com. Email me and we will set something up and we will talk. Also, everybody, continue my Sober Gang merch, my hoodies and everything like that. Hey, they are really going off. They are really selling. They are if you want to represent your sobriety in a good way, and I'm not just trying to sell you nothing, so I don't want y'all to feel like that. But if I love to wear it, and that's what I love to put on, and I want to represent, that's how I represent my sobriety. I want my sobriety to stand out. I want my shirt to scream that I'm in recovery and that I'm doing good. So if you would love to purchase any of the merchandise, the Sober Gang hoodies and the t-shirts, you can as well. Once again, I hope you all love this episode. Thank you again, Miss Kim Bellis. Sober is the New Cool. And thanks to everybody for watching Mr. Show Out TV. Till next time, love and peace. Yeah.
Welcome to Mr. Show Out TV Recovery and Addiction YouTube channel where we hope to inspire those battling addiction. Please subscribe and like the channel. Make sure you click the notification bell to get notified whenever we broadcast. Thank you and enjoy the show. To support the channel, you can send donations to Cash App $Mr. Show Out TV. So please don't wait, subscribe now. Together we can help and give inspiration to millions of people. Welcome to Mr. Show Out TV Recovery and Addiction YouTube channel where we hope to inspire those battling addiction.
What's up, everyone? It's Mr. Show Out TV, and thank you for choosing my channel to come to for great content about addiction and recovery related topics. Let's continue to inspire those in addiction. Let's continue to make a difference. Let's continue to subscribe, everyone. Continue to subscribe. Continue to hit them like button. Let's get these likes up. And continue also, remind yourself to hit the notification bell. So when anytime I go live, you will be notified. Let's continue to inspire those in addiction. Thank you so much for choosing my platform to come to for great content. Continue to watch my videos and continue to share the message. Mr. Show Out TV. Yeah.